and I look forward to your questions.
Thank you very much for 3 strong testimonies. I now recognize myself for 5 minutes. I want to start with, I want to start with what I think is one of the most unstable areas of NATO, and that is in the Western Balkans. As you know, or may not know, General Cavoli told me in my recent visit with him that Bosnia and Herzegovina could collapse overnight. And you may remember back in 1999, NATO, in actually their first operation, went to war for Kosovo by bombing Serbia. We now have, and if you look at the map, you have Slovenia, you have Croatia, there's Bosnia, there's Montenegro, there's Albania, there's Bulgaria, there's Romania, surrounding 3 entities that are not part of NATO. Everyone I just named are part of NATO. You've got Bosnia-Herzegovina that's split between the Croat Muslims and the Republika Srpska. You've got Serbia and you've got Kosovo. Kosovo wants to be, the president tells me that NATO membership of Kosovo is the most important issue for Kosovo. And yet we have 4 NATO members, some of whom actually were in NATO back in 1999, that participated in protecting Kosovo from Serbia. Now we've got, I would like to start with you, Dr. Gardner. What can we do to bring more stability to the Western Balkans, which is a flashpoint, has been historically and traditionally a flashpoint, to bring stability to the Western Balkans through admitting Kosovo to NATO? Is that a viable solution?
Thank you very much for your question, Mr. Chairman. And I think the situation in the Balkans today is one of upheaval, ongoing crisis, especially with regard to Bosnia and Herzegovina, where we have a fundamental, I think, lack of national sovereignty, self-determination. You have, in effect, a sort of European elite that rules over Bosnia and Herzegovina, and we need to see, I think, the restoration of full sovereignty and self-determination. And I think that as long as you have this EU-driven elite that actually, in effect, controls the nation, you're not going to be able to move forward and end, I think, the tremendous tensions that exist within that region. With regard to Kosovo, I think great steps have been taken in terms of advances within the nation. They clearly seek to be part of the NATO alliance. I think that with regard to Kosovo, there has been a lot of positive developments. I think we'll have to assess how things move in the coming months and the next 2 years or so. But I have to say that there is growing optimism with regard to the broader outlook for Kosovo and for future participation in NATO. So I do remain optimistic on that side.
Thank you, yes. Admiral Montgomery.
I'll take a slightly more aggressive approach and say that I think Serbia and the Republika Srpska are both bad actors who place Balkan stability at risk. I think their leaders, Vučić and Dudić, are thugs who are intentionally, I think Dudić is trying to make the Bosnia largely a tinderbox, and Vučić has aims on eliminating Kosovar sovereignty. Our response needs to be strong. We need to support KFOR, the NATO force that's in Kosovo as a stabilizing force, make sure it's properly equipped and enabled with European and American support. But most importantly, we do need to move Kosovo along the path to further European integration through both the European Union and NATO. And the United States needs to use its significant power to push countries like Spain who oppose this into doing the right thing and allow Kosovo to enter the broader European environment.
Thank you, Ambassador. I need to make one more point. I appreciated your point about more money does not mean our industrial base is sufficient. And you pointed out the European industrial base, but our own industrial base needs reform and re-energized as well. Would you like to comment on that in my last 20 seconds?
Yeah. Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for raising the Western Balkans. Just quickly, this is a region that demands attention from 3 different corners of the world. NATO has to remain engaged. The European Union must stay engaged to continue to pursue diplomatic efforts to work towards peace, and the U.S. needs to show up and be present and engaged. If not, Russia and China are waiting in the wings and play a very active role in that neighborhood, trying to divide the folks in the region and divide Europe from the United States.
Thank you. My time is up.
Okay.
So to honor the time, I will have that question submitted to you in writing. I now recognize Mr. Keating, the ranking member.